Hello friends and welcome to yet another amazing video of Wisdom Zone, and this is Shubro. And friends, I hope you have already guessed it that today I have another exhilarating video, and today I'm gonna discuss 10 useful idioms for everyday English conversation. So watch this video carefully till the end and do not skip it at all. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back once again to this fascinating video on useful idioms for your everyday English conversation. And today also I'm gonna give you 10 extremely useful idioms for everyday English conversation. So before I move ahead, let me inform all the viewers that you will find some more links on useful idioms in the description. So if you want to learn more idioms, please do not forget to check the links given in the description. So without further ado, let's get started with today's 10 useful idioms for everyday English conversation. So friends, the first useful idiom for everyday English conversation is on your screen. Let me read it out. It is tricks of the trade. Tricks of the trade is a very useful idiom for your everyday English conversation. It means skills or methods that help you to do a job in a better manner. That is termed as tricks of the trade. So let me show you how to use this wonderful idiom. As you see the example on your screen, as a new salesman then has to learn the tricks of the trade quickly. That means he has to learn the methods and the skills to become a competent salesman. So that's why this idiom is used. He has to learn the tricks of the trade quickly. So I'm quite sure it's clear. Let us turn our attention towards the second extremely useful idiom for everyday English conversation, which is on your screen. Let me read it out. That is stand on one's own feet. It is used slightly informally, but let me tell you, it can be used effectively in your conversation. So as you see the meaning, it means to be self-sufficient or independent. That's called to stand on one's own feet. So as you see the example, let me read it out. Tom has been looking for a part-time job in order to stand on his own feet. That means he is looking for a part-time job, perhaps to be self-sufficient so that he can earn some money and become independent. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. So up next we are going to focus on the third one, which you see on your screen. The third one is there is more to this than meets the eye. There's more to this than meets the eye is extremely useful for your everyday English conversation. It means something or someone that has more important facts or interesting details than they seem to be. Let me again explain the meaning. Something or someone that has more important facts or interesting details than they seem to be. That means some more hidden facts and important facts or interesting details are there than which is shown. I'm quite sure it's clear. So let me show you how to use it. It appears to be a simple case of kidnapping, but there's more to this crime than meets the eye. That means maybe there are some other facts, other interesting details which are not disclosed, which are hidden. So that's why this idiom is used, that there's more to this crime than meets the eye. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. Up next we are going to focus on the fourth one. Fourth idiom is on your screen. That is when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So it means when a situation is difficult or dangerous, that time strong people tend to work harder to resolve the problem. That's called when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So let me show you how to use this beautiful idiom. As you see the example on your screen, Kevin is a tough guy who always performs well under pressure, as when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So like this way you can use this popular saying and just convey your message in a stronger and more effective way. Up next we are going to turn our attention towards the fifth one, that is fish or cut bait. Fish or cut bait is also quite useful in your everyday English conversation. It means to decide whether to take action or give up on something. Okay, that's called to fish or cut bait. It means when you decide whether to take action, to do something and act, or to give up on the same thing. So that's called fish or cut bait. Let me show you how to use this wonderful idiom. As you see the example on your screen, the police department has assured citizens to control the growing crime rate. Now it's time to fish or cut bait. That means as because they have assured the citizens to control the growing crime rate. So it's their responsibility now to take action or to just quit. So up next, we are going to turn our attention towards the sixth one that is on your screen, that is nose out of joint. It is slightly humorous, and let me tell you, it means to be upset and offended due to someone's action. That's called nose out of joint. So let me show you how to use this extremely useful idiom. Peter got his nose out of joint when his best friend didn't invite him to his birthday party. That means he was very much offended and upset because his best friend did not invite him to his birthday party. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So up next, let's turn our attention towards the seventh extremely useful idiom for everyday English conversation, which is on your screen. That is be joined at the hip. Be joined at the hip means when two people are very friendly with each other and they spend a great deal of time together and they have some kind of emotional bonding or connect. That's called to be joined at the hip. Let me show you how to use it. Tony and Sam can be good colleagues, but they aren't joined at the hip. So they have diverse views. So here it is used in a negative sense. Tony and Sam can be good colleagues, but they are not joined at the hip, means they are not that friendly to each other, in fact, and it's not that they have a very strong bonding. So that's why they have diverse views. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So up next, let's turn our attention towards the eighth amazing idiom for everyday English conversation, that is jump for joy. Happiness idiom, it can be used very effectively in our regular conversation. Jump for joy means to be extremely happy about something. So when you are trying to express happiness, you can use this wonderful idiom. Let me show you how to use it. Linda jumped for joy when she heard about her promotion. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So let us focus on the ninth one for today. Ninth idiom is on your screen, that is keep your nose clean. It is also quite humorous, in fact. It means to avoid getting into trouble or doing anything unlawful. So when someone avoids getting into trouble or doing anything unlawful that may land that person up in some sort of problem, so that time we can say that keep your nose clean or keep someone's nose clean. So let me show you how to use this exceptionally useful idiom. After getting released on bail, he decided to keep his nose clean. That means he decided not to get involved in any sort of trouble. He decided not to do any kind of unlawful activities. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So at last, let's turn our attention towards the last one for today. The last and the 10th idiom for today is a kangaroo court. A kangaroo court is also quite humorous. It is a kind of a term, you may say, used to describe an unofficial court which judges people in an unfair way. That is maybe established by some people or maybe set up by some individual or some people themselves. So that's called a kangaroo court, type of unofficial court. People are judged unfairly and it's not official. So that kind of court is called a kangaroo court. So let me show you how to use it. The villagers set up a kangaroo court in order to deal with the protesters. So that means they set up this court in order to punish perhaps the people who are protesting or just opposing some motion or opposing something. So they decided to set up this court in order to punish them or to just deal with them. So today I have again given 10 extremely useful idioms for everyday English conversation. Try to go through the idioms and examples and try to incorporate them in your everyday English conversation, and please try to make sentences and comment below. And it is again my request to all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait friends, immediately subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of informative video. So stay tuned for further informative videos and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.